Steve Sampson, Cal Poly's first Big West tournament victory in program history. Cal Poly's 11th victory today, also tied a program record for single season wins. Questions for Coach?
So first of all, so Justin gave you the political answer. Yes, weather does matter. Yes, time of day does matter, especially when you've played most of your games 7 o'clock at night. But we attempted to petition the Big West to play on Friday night, and we were denied. So every effort was made by our administration to change this to the Sunday or to the Friday, and Big West denied it. Because quite frankly, it would give an advantage if we played on a Friday to have an extra day of rest. We have to live by those rules. We would have preferred to play 7 o'clock at night, but we respect the fact that there's a football game. I want nothing but the very best for Tim and his program. We're hopeful that next year that this could be resolved so that we could play in the evenings if we have the privilege of hosting again.
Steve, did you guys punch your ticket to the NCAA tournament today?
I hate to say that we've punched our ticket to the NCAAs, but I think regardless of what happens going forward, I think what we have done over the course of the season and the fact that we have a very good RPI makes it very difficult for the NCAA committee to leave us out. I think we deserve the right to go regardless of what happens in the next 2 matches. But again, we want to make the job easy for the NCAA committee, and this team has always said that having success breeds success. So it's important to go to Fullerton and win that game and have another shot or have a shot at winning a Big West championship.
In a game that seemed kind of as physical as the Davis game that you guys played here, how big is getting that early goal to kind of set the tone for the rest of the game for your team?
I think the early goal was huge. I think the way that it was created, the great cross by George Grody and the tremendous finish by Justin Dillon did set the tone for the beginning of the game. And they were then chasing the game for 85 minutes. So and to be honest, there were times where we were holding on for dear life and where we couldn't find our rhythm in the midfield. And so credit to UC Irvine for playing such a fantastic game. Yes, it was physical. Would I have preferred to be less physical? Absolutely, and more pleasing to the eye for the football gods, the soccer gods. But bottom line is sometimes you have to play ugly to win, and results is all that matters right now.
Coach, Wade with another monster game. You guys come out of that fast start. They had Irvine had some opportunities there at the end.
Yeah, Wade Hamilton is truly the class act of the conference, and I think one of the best goalkeepers in the country. There was a number of MLS scouts here today to watch him play. Came up big even in the last 10 seconds of the game for us. That's why he had to continue playing all the way to the very last second. We demonstrated that at Santa Barbara, and Irvine demonstrated that today. And Wade did come up big, not only on that play, but on a number of different plays. So I'm really impressed with Wade and continue to be. And I think he's literally, one of the best goalkeepers in the country.
Coach, you guys playing your best ball right now?
I still think we have room for improvement. We did not possess the ball today the way that we normally like to possess the ball. I think obviously the opponent had a lot to do with that. I think they played very well, shutting down our midfield, shutting down our ability to play through the midfield. Our narrow field also helps in that regard because there's less space for them to have to cover, which means we have to then play faster. But I believe when we get on a bigger field like we're going to see at Fullerton, that tends to be an advantage for us. So if we can win games on smaller fields here, and when we go to bigger fields, it gives us just a little bit more time and space with which to possess the ball. And so I believe that this team has yet to play its best soccer.
What about Fullerton State?
George Kuntz is a very good coach. He did very well at UC Irvine. He in his first year at Fullerton, won the Big West, and by virtue of winning the Big West, got into the NCAAs and continues to do an outstanding job there. And that team has improved in the second half of the season. So, I really believe Fullerton is going to be a team that is going to try to do the same thing that Irvine did. Put pressure on us in the midfield, put pressure on our back line. If we can play through that pressure, I think we'll do fine. If we struggle with playing through that pressure, then I think Fullerton, could have a chance against us. But going into the game, I believe we're equally as good and maybe even better. But only on the day is that proven.
Any more questions for Coach Sampson? All right, thank you, Coach.